Hi, hello, and welcome. This is day 3 working on my balaclava. And last episode, I talked about a friendship that had come to an end for reasons that I do not understand. At least not fully. I certainly have my theories, but never confirmed. And at this point, probably will never be confirmed. And sometimes we have to accept that we won't always have closure, and it's a difficult thing to accept. Sometimes we don't get like a perfect little ending, or at least like a perfect closure ending. Like, I've had endings with people be very drama filled, but I don't have any lingering questions. Whereas with this friend breakup, I have so many lingering questions, and I just have to accept that I'm never going to get closure on it. But my delusional ass, like, still in the back of my mind, and I don't know how to like kill that delusion in the back of my mind. I'm like, someday. So I don't know. I never realized I had an issue with letting go until talking about it on my little knitting vlogs. So today I'm feeling a little off today. I think I'm just feeling like, I don't know. I think I get overwhelmed very easily, and then I feel guilty about feeling overwhelmed. I know it's like a horrible cycle. Just like, ay. And I feel like I just am not productive enough. And then I walk around feeling guilty, but then I don't get anything done. So it's kind of like this weird vicious cycle where I like get angry at myself and then just become too overwhelmed and become like frozen and don't end up accomplishing anything because I'm like too in my head and too upset. However, I am becoming more aware and better at like identifying those things. I have actually been trying to become a lot more proactive and just maintain a level of self-awareness. But the other thing is that I also feel like I really need to forgive myself, because I think, like, yes, I understand that there are things that I should improve upon, but I think making myself feel guilty or bad because I'm not there yet is not productive either. And it's like not going to help. I think like some people perhaps find benefit in bullying themselves into being who they want to be. Someone who's been trying to like improve their life for a very long time, I can say that that method just doesn't work for me. So I'm working on being kinder to myself and to not feel so, I think like sometimes I just feel like, yeah, like I don't know, like I have decision paralysis. Like I just get way into my head and then I end up like not doing anything, and it's like, okay, well, that's not good either. And I get into that state of decision paralysis when I'm like flustered and overwhelmed and I make myself feel guilty. So that's why I'm like, okay, well, clearly that's not gonna work. So you need to just like chill out and be nicer to yourself and work on being like a more productive person, because being all flustered and stuff and like angry is not accomplishing anything. So, anyways, that has been where I've been feeling today. So I haven't been like in the best mood today. It's been a day. I was listening to that to that Lana Del Rey song earlier. Ride. I just ride. I don't have a good singing voice. She's like, I'm tired of feeling like I'm fucking crazy. I'm like, oh yeah. I got a war in my mind. Yeah. But don't we all? It's part of the human condition, I am convinced. We all have our own little wars that we're battling. Oh, goodness. So, update. I completed the neck ribbing and I completed the length of the head portion, and now I'm just working on the decreases, which will be like the crown area, I guess. And this is where I'm decreasing. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing today. And then tomorrow I'm gonna work on the face ribbing. So I want the face ribbing because this like colorway has some of this lime green which matches here. So for the face ribbing, I don't want to just do green again. I want to do a color that's present on here. I was thinking about doing the hot pink because I actually have a hot pink yarn, but I'm like, this balaclava is already like super loud as it is, but I feel like the purple won't work because it's like a muted, like sort of lavender purple, and then the orange is not very vibrant either. The blue and the green are like hot, like neon, like, so they have like the saturation bumped up, so even though they're cooler tone colors like green and blue, because the saturation is bumped up, it's like a warm tone. So I don't really want to like do another like cool tone warm like blue green color for the contrast, but I don't know, I guess blue would work, but then I'm like, I don't know, I think I'm gonna do the pink for the face ribbing. So I feel like blue would look nice too, but I feel like blue is in the same color story as green, and like I want to pick up on another color that's in this colorway. So part of me feels like, I don't know, like I'm like worried about pink being too loud. I'm like, girl, have you seen what you're working on? I guess I'll do the pink, so it would be this color because because I have one that's the exact same color as this. But then I'm like, should I just do green? Or should I do blue? I know I don't want to do this purple. It's too muted. It's just not gonna work. And the orange, I thought about doing orange, but again, it's a very muted orange. Because like, see, I'm putting this pink yarn against, so this is the ribbing and this would be the face. And I'm like, I don't know that I like the way that looks. What about the blue? Let's try the blue. I'm tired of feeling like I'm fucking crazy. Aren't we all, Lana? Aren't we all? Okay. See, I think that looks better. I do have a blue, like, in this color. Damn it, I really wanted to do the pink. But I don't know that it will work. I mean, obviously it's hard to tell just based on like one tiny strand, but I could kind of see more or less how it's gonna look like with the color contrast, and I don't know that I like it. Whereas like this blue, I think I'm gonna do the blue. All right. I didn't want to, but here we are. I'm tired of feeling like I'm fucking crazy. The way that she sings, it's like hard to understand what she's saying. I had to like look at the lyrics. I never listened to Lana Del Rey before. I just never did. But I started listening to her because a lot of people on TikTok use her songs like for little videos. And when I was listening to it, I was like, oh my god, she kind of like sounds a little bit like some of her songs, she kind of gives me like Kate Bush vibes, and I love Kate Bush. Not to be that person, but I have liked Kate Bush since I was like in middle school. So, but you know what? As a Kate Bush fan, I'm always happy that there's new people in the bandwagon. We're not gonna gatekeep in this house. It was kind of cool how like her song got back on the top 10 because of Stranger Things. I found out about Kate Bush because I was really into like gothic romance literature. I still am, but I go through my phases. I'm a Gemini, so. And I was really into Wuthering Heights, which is funny because I feel like a lot of people don't like that book because Kathy and Heathcliff are like kind of the worst characters. But I think that's why I like them, because they're so flawed, and you know, a lot of the other like kind of gothic or like Regency romances, they involve like adults, you know what I mean? And like the Wuthering Heights, like you see them from a like young age all the way through adulthood, all the way through like old age, and it really does capture that like all encompassing sort of like obsession that you feel when you're like in love for the first time, and like you're very naive to the world and very naive to love and responsibility. And like, yeah, Kathy and Heathcliff are like kind of like, yeah, I mean, they have questionable like decisions. Well, Heathcliff more than questionable, but I don't know, to me it's just like, I don't know, I don't feel like characters like have to be like morally correct to like, I don't know, to like enjoy the content. Like I was watching the movie Saltburn and I liked it, you know, but a lot of people I saw online were like, well, what the heck is it about? Like, I don't understand the guy's motivation, like the main guy. And I'm like, can we just go along for the ride? Like, do we need an answer for everything? Let's just go along for the ride, baby. Like, so but anyways, I was really obsessed with Wuthering Heights, and my favorite scene is when Heathcliff, well, actually, no, at the very beginning of the book, it's very Beauty and the Beast coded. Like, this man arrives, there's a storm out, and he is desperate for shelter. He was on his horse traveling, and he's desperate for shelter and a place to sleep for the night. And he is very reluctantly given a room to stay in, and that was Kathy's old room, and the room is very, very haunted, and Kathy's ghost is still yearning and calling for Heathcliff. See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm like, come on, I know you don't like it, but damn, you gotta admit that's like interesting as fuck. Like, so anyways, and I don't know, I was just like really interested in that whole thing, and so I just started looking up like fan edits because there's several like interpretations of Wuthering Heights. Truth be told, I'm not like the biggest fan of like any of the movies that I've seen. I feel like the most popular one is the one with Ralph Fiennes and I forget that actress's name. She's like a really famous English actress. I can't remember her name. I feel like that one's like everyone's go-to. It's definitely like accurate to the book, but I'm not like super crazy about it. I really hope that, I feel like there's been like a resurgence of like remakes coming out of like old literature. Like I know Greta Gerwig did Little Women, and well, I mean, they're redoing Willy Wonka. I don't know. They really, like, Wuthering Heights needs an update, like, stat. Like, for real. It really does. Anyways, so I was just, like, looking online, and then Kate Bush's song came up. She has a song. She was, like, I don't know. I just love it. Like, she was so obsessed with Wuthering Heights that she wrote a song, like, I'm just like, oh, God, I love this woman. Like, she's just like, I don't know. I just like, I love that. I just like, of course you wrote a song about your love for this book. Like, I just, Kate Bush is like, she's amazing, and I love her, and she has a very unique, interesting voice, and it sounds very like haunting and very like ghostly, and Lana kind of has that vibe too. And I don't know why I just never gave Lana Del Rey a chance. Not because like I don't like her or anything, I just like was like, me, I'm not into it. I don't know, I just never felt like checking it out. But thanks to TikTok, I have, and I just dropped 2 stitches. Okay, crisis averted. I repaired the stitches. So I'm reaching the 20-minute mark. Today I had said I was going to talk about my current best friend. Her and I have an actually very interesting long story. But I just wasn't up to talking about it today because I wasn't in the best mood. Surprisingly, I feel a little bit better now that talking about Lana and Kate Bush and some of the things that I like. But yeah, when I talk about my best friend, I obviously want to be in a good mood to do her proper justice. I think I'm gonna finish this row and then I am going to sign off. When I'm decreasing stitches, I don't know how people are able to do it with like a regular needle. I always end up having to like enlist the help of my crochet hook. I don't know how people do it because that doesn't work for me. That Lana Del Rey song stuck in my head. I'm the type of person where it's like, once I like a song, I'm gonna like play it out, like to the point where I just don't even like it anymore. But that's just how I've always been. Like, I will replay a song like crazy. I will replay it and replay it and replay it and replay it. And I'm probably gonna replay it once I get off of here. It just like has such a good hook. Like, it's weird because I'm not like, I don't know, she's really good at writing like I was listening to the song like Video Game, and I don't really like the whole song. Like, it's weird. Like, she's really good at like having portions of a song that sound amazing, and like the rest of the song will kind of sound the same, where it's like but like in Video Game she's like, in the video game. Like, I like kind of just that one part. And then like I like Chemtrails too, where she's like, I can't even think of the melody right now because I'm, how the hell does it go? I can't even think about it because I can't. The melody is like completely escaping me right now. I just keep hearing, I hear the birds, or is it saying I see the birds, or hear, I hear the birds in the summer breeze I've got. What does it say? Oh god, the lyrics I don't remember. I just ride. Something about Chemtrails Over the Country Club, but I can't. The melody is like completely escaping me right now because I have Ride stuck in my head. supposed to decrease until I have 20, and I have like over 30 still. So it's gonna be a little bit. Actually, I think I'm gonna do like at least 25 minutes. Let me do at least one more row. So, what kind of music do I like to listen to? I've gone through a lot of different music phases. A lot. When I was a little kid, I was obsessed with disco music because that's what my mom would play for me, and I loved to dance. I still do. And disco was like incredible to me. And I used to listen to the Bee Gees and the Jackson 5 and like Donna Summer and just all of that. It's like Earth, Wind, and Fire and stuff. And when I was in middle school, I was really, well, no, I should say like elementary school, like approaching middle school, like when I was like, I don't know, maybe 4th or 5th grade, I was like really into like the pop music, of course, like Spice Girls and NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. But I also really liked R&B music. So like Brandy and Monica and Aaliyah. Well, actually, Aaliyah might be later. I don't think she was, maybe not when I was in 4th grade. That might be later. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to remember. But I did like kind of like hip hop and R&B. Like Missy Elliott and stuff. I can't stand the rain. It's my window. And then what else? When I was in middle school, I'm not really sure what I listened to. I was just like miserable in middle school. Like 7th grade was like one of the worst years of my life. I got like bullied relentlessly, and like I was just like an awkward like teenager, and I hated everything. And then I changed schools in 8th grade, and that school that I went to in 8th grade was like amazing, and it was like one of the best like formative year education experiences that I ever had, because it was a magnet school, and the school that I went to in 8th grade didn't have any sports. There was no like athletic program. All of the money that the school would generate would go back into academics. And I learned how to type, and I learned PowerPoint, and I learned Excel, and I learned like a lot of different computer software through going to that school, and it was really awesome, and I made a lot of friends. And when I was at that school, I got introduced to pop punk, so like Good Charlotte and like Sum 41, Blink-182, New Found Glory, Avril Lavigne, of course. I don't know, just like all of those. I can't really remember all of them. And then I had to leave that school in 8th grade, so I only went to that school for 1 year, sadly. And I moved across the country. It was not my choice. I had to, because my mom got a job, a new job. I dropped a stitch, like several stitches back, and I had to move cross country. And into the goth punk group at my high school. Oh shit. This happened when I was doing the ribbing. Where it's like, I don't even know what happened. I have to undo a couple rows. That sucks. Anyways, so when I was in high school, I was like in the like emo punk goth stuff. But it was funny because I went through like different phases within like the rock genre. Like I listened to, I had a ska phase. I used to listen to ska, and then I went through like a Bob Marley phase, and then I went through like a really big alternative rock phase where I was like super into alternative rock. Damn it, look at all that I have to this sucks. Okay, it fits. Right here is where it's fixed, I think. Yep. So I used to listen to like Stone Temple Pilots, Nirvana, like Green Day, who are like Smashing Pumpkins, like just like a lot of alternative rock. That was like kind of like my favorite for a really long time. Oh my god, I hate picking up stitches. Anyways, and what did I listen to after that? And then after high school, I don't really know. I think I started just listening to like, oh, actually, right out of high school, when I started college, I was like really into Lady Gaga, like obsessed with Lady Gaga. I still kind of am. One year on Spotify, I was in the top 1% of Lady Gaga listeners. I was like, put this on my resume, please. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then I don't really know. Like I've gone through so many different phases in music. Like I was like really obsessed with like 90s like bump and grind music, like like R&B bump and grind music, like legit. Like I can see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. And I even liked like 90s country music, like I still kind of do. 90s like country, like I don't know, like Reba McEntire and like what the heck is her name? Cannot think of her name. And her sister is an actress, and her mom is also a singer. I can't remember. Anyways, like Alan Jackson and stuff, and Garth Brooks. And then more recently, I got into like hyperpop. Like I started getting into like Charlie Charlie, whatever. And then Rebecca Black, actually, she like made quite the comeback after Friday. It's Friday. So yeah, that's my music journey. I also went through like a 90s house phase. Like those are still music that I like just like 90s like European like dance music, like be my lover, wanna be my lover, or like rhythm is a dancer, it's a baby, you can feel it everywhere. So I kind of have a wide range. Listen to like rock music, R&B, country. I only like 90s country. I do not like today's country at all. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm at 35 minutes now, and I need to pick up these damn stitches. So, thank you for watching.